I am listening. Give me a second. Something has been taken. Settings have been adjusted. Yay. Let me just make sure. Do that and maybe, yeah. Alright, so. Hello, Desai, the British guy. The one that you hopefully know. Yeah, we'll be playing Dead as Disco. Fun little game. If you don't know what this game is about, you beat up enemies to the sound of a musical rhythm, but you could also import your own music, which you can see up here. Add my music, and there's also some songs here. These songs aren't copyrighted, but I won't be playing them because that's not what the stream's about. But because I've added some songs and also listed their BPM, we can play some Death Battle OST. This for Michael Jackson songs. That would actually be pretty fun to play if Michael Jackson would get me. That is where the Death Battle songs. Yep, this is where the Death Battle songs come in. I would never lie to you guys. Live, anyway. In videos, I probably would lie, but, to get into the... Well, to get an understanding of the music, or the gameplay, I'm gonna do a lower BPM song. And then we'll go away from there. I'm gonna start with... You would lie, I probably would. I'm gonna start with this one. Bang, bang, bang. With 166 BPM. Sometimes you have to double or triple or quadruple the BPM because the BPM is a bit low. This is a bit higher than the recommended because the highest recommended BPM in the game is like around 200. But I am a complete and utter sadist. So, yeah. Let's start. Again, let me know the audio is a bit weird on your end and I will adjust it. Bam! 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 That would also be a good one, but that's a higher BPM, so we'll do that one later. It may look slow, but the higher you increase the BPM, the faster the songs get. Shield back. Damn it. Great. Defense. Let's win. Let's find out how long it is. Yeah, that's how long the song's left. There is a time on the bottom right, but my PNG's covering it. There is an infinite mode, I'm just not using it. Woo! Oh, you need to counter. You need to counter the blue mannequin one fast. That one explodes if you stun it. Hence why I put for it instantly. Detonate! Ah! Oh, I wasn't well off. Whoa! We got. I think we have most of the vocal tracks. And yeah, and those ones are definitely there. And yeah, infinite is when the song goes for as long as you want it to. Commission tracks available. I might do that in another stream, but for this one, no. This is just official tracks. But that is a good idea for another. Oh my god! Stream. But that is a good idea for another stream. I'll keep that in mind. I do have other ideas when I need to stream this game. Bang. Okay, round 9. Yeah, yeah, as I said, this is gonna be a bit slow, so I won't get many kills. Alright, so now that you got the basic idea of this game, that track was, what now? 166 BPM. Which is a bit slower compared to other songs that get up to... The highest BPM I have is in... I know which one it is. It's Spiral of Emotion with 288 BPM. We'll be saving that one for later because of that. And I think I did want to save the game for later because I had a high BPM as well. No, 268, never mind. But... I wanted to do, the next one I'm going to do is, Infernal Combustion, the most recent. Also, you get to see how fast this game gets a higher BPM. We hit him. Friendly fire in the building. Is someone using it's edgy? Yeah, it is. Whoa! Ah! Fuck, I dodged it. I did boy dodged it, not that gang. Whoa. Oh! Okay. I'm not locked in. Really? Combustion very quickly. Yep, that's the one. As you can tell, this game gets a bit chaotic, so I might lose track of what's going on. Yeah. Get hard. Yeah, this game gets hard at really high BPMs. This is one of the higher ones though, so it hopefully won't be too hard. Until we get to like, you know, Spiral Emotion and those kinds of songs. Oh wow, I didn't even mean to touch that. With the disco. That should be on here. These are alphabetical. I went past them. Yeah, here it is. 180. Yeah, sure, why not? Totally on fire. know anything about Genji versus Cat a lot, honestly. Then again, I don't really look into DBM. Hell, I'm barely even active on Reddit. Oh fuck, I thought the drumstick stopped it. Whoa! I mean, yeah, it was the finale. Chronologically, didn't feel like it, because it was chronologically. I'd be surprised if it wasn't the finale, because it was the final episode of that year. There's no power inside. Nothing to be. Bonk. Bad. Baho. Oh. Yeah, Ash is a cool boy. I like Ash getting him a lot. Because yeah, really cool. Come on! That's out. Move. Choose you. And it's all you. Bye. Oh! What a good parry. And yeah, this is one of the reason the BPM is so important. If you set your BPM right, you can play the song to the beats. You don't have beats. Ciao. Alright, now we got the feel of the game. 3 songs in. What time? So I do need to make sure that I don't accidentally go over it because of, what was it? Oh yeah, the Summer Games Fest is happening today. I do plan to watch that. So, this stream is on a time limit. I am currently taking any suggestions. What song do you guys want me to do on Dragon Dance? Would be cool. Okay, Dragon Dance. I'll throw Dragon Dance in the suggestions. I just want to know what songs people would want me to do in this game, and then we'll go through the list. Right now, Dragon Dance is first. Metal as Cell, that's another one. Okay, I'll add Metal as Cell to the list. Okay, so we got Dragon Dance, Metal as Cell, Skin Deep. Oh, that's a good one. Requiem for a Thief. That one might actually be pretty good because that one has a pretty low DPM. Does this Dragon Dance have the shot? I'm pretty sure it should. All of them do. I think the remake, which is the one I used, has it more prevalent, but I don't know. Alright, let's see. We've got Requiem for a Thief, Skin Deep, Metal as Cell, and Dragon Dance. That's honestly not a bad list. Alright. That's 180 BPM. Yeah, this one has lower BPM, so I'll go with this one first. Get the boring one out. Well, not boring as in song-wise, but boring as in BPM. That's Joe. This is Joker vs. Joe now. From the beginning of the indie era. Oh, careful, I can dodge that. Yeah, this is the episode just before Battle Tech. Oh. The ball bomb though. That is true. Mainly because I didn't find Omni that good on rewatching. Stun you. Ben. Good in that fight. Yeah, Joker definitely was that fight. I'll be shocked if people get it for it. That works. Uh-oh. Ooh, she's always good, not gonna lie. True. I think there was a period of time where people think Jonah would have won, but that was like well before people actually researched Persona Inverses. The moment people did that and realized the cosmology is just BS, was the moment people realized that Jonah and other characters in the series like Kira against Adachi had no chance. Yeah, I'm not really surprised that well, that was a pretty slow song. Let's see. Let's remember. We have Skin Deep, Mel as Cell, and Dragon Dance. Let me just remember what BPM we put Mel as Cell. I think it was 180 BPM. That someone said. Yeah. Mel as Cell 180. Dragon Dance was 243, and Skin Deep that was 211. Alright, we'll do Mel as Cell next. That was OBO2. Yeah, that's a good one. Bang, bang, die. True, I just need to remember the exact lore for the Dying Dead at Disco. Because I know there is like a bit of lore in the game. Woo! Oh, I thought I timed it right. I'm not sure about Miraculous Ladybug's cosmology, that's because I never really looked into it. Does that first, like, anything to do with cosmology? Like, scaling-wise? Bang, 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 bang. Ha, ha, ha. Uh-oh. Yay. Okay. Trunks alive, that's another good one. Yeah. God. Oh. What I'm made of, simple curiosity. Trying to think about me. Let me show you just what I'm made of now. The track names is late. That is true. The track names have been getting a bit worse at times. One is supposed to be out last week. Now it's supposed to come out in September. Of course it is. Because why not? Alright, let me remember the... We had... Okay, Dragon Dance. I think next is Skin Deep. And then after that, we'll do Dragon Dance and then the Devil Side. Shigaragi versus Mahito time, boys! Right call. Yeah, definitely. He's a treacherous. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't see it was too late. Bang, bang, bang. I've always had an issue with it thematically, but I will not deny the episode was peak. I will never be a peak denier. Well, the main thing with Genesis Disco is that the game isn't finished. This game's in early access, if I remember correctly. And if Mayday and Sugal and Chai or Chai happened, then they'd probably go against each other. Whoa! That's really the thing to talk about. Compared to other matchups, yeah. Chai, Mayday, Zook, you know, those guys, they at least have lore! Like, some sort of lore thing you should talk about with them. As far as I know, Doom Dead Disco just was a famous musician, died, and now to beat the dead. Or something like that. But, like, it's in a similar vein as, like, base Weiwei song to me, where, like, no one's interested in the match with this guy. You're only interested in, like, his main gimmick. Which in this case is the music-based fighting style. I'd say that's probably the same thing with Chai, but I don't think that's the case. Ooh, some people recognize this matchup. With the Mega Fight Animation. Yeah, that is the thing that people would likely want from a matchup with the protagonist of this game. I do think he has a name, I just forgot it because I had to play the story mode just to unlock this game mode. I know he just has like a name. Okay. So next up is Dragon Dance, which is the Season 9 finale song. Let's go! Charlie Disco, it might be that. Whoa! What's up, dude, I was just waiting for the moment the matchup happened, and then the next thing I know, the episode was just so lame. Well, this episode, don't worry, we all did. You're not alone. Supremacy. I'm not really into either, but at the same time, I'm not really a Digimon person, so that might be hit. Bang, 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 bang. Nope. Nope. Now. Dude, this, a lot of people don't think it should be a matchup at all. Well, look at now. Got me away, I'm sorry. What's this? I think it's bad. What's up? Who cares? Bang, 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 bang. Ha! Gotcha! Nope. Nope. Face before him. I'm not face. I dodged into him as well. It's not so epic in the face. I have no idea what the right call is about this game on our Dragon Ball scale. I do not. Listen, ow. I said it in like one of my prediction videos. I think. I'm not like a full process debater, I just go off what I know online. Mainly as some of these like outsider information about stuff I don't know. Like I made a tweet about it during Group as a Megamind's waiting period. But prior to... It literally was like a few weeks before the episode aired, but during that was the first time I ever watched a Megamind. Prior to the waiting period of Group vs. Megamind, I hadn't watched a single Megamind film. There's only a shot from Mad World 2. Nah. Hear me out, buckos. Hear me out. Little Big Planet 4. I am hard coping with this. We're talking about the Summer Game Fest. That's happening today, that's why the stream's on a time limit. I might be done at around the 2-hour mark for like the stream, and then I'll set up, and then I'll join a VC and watch the Summer Games Fest. I did have a suggestion to watch it live, but I don't entirely know if that would go well without my channel getting nudes. Now, and quite frankly, I don't think that's worth the risk, so I'm gonna keep on my own for that one until I know for certain if I can watch it live. But until then, yeah. Alright, so next up is The Devil Within, I think. How about Game Over? I want to save Game Over to last, actually. Or, like, one of the last ones. Because that's my favorite track in Death Battle. So I do want to save that one for later, because, like, you know, we gotta build up hype for the last song, you know what I mean? Mighty Remix. Oh, yeah, Mighty's also in here. But we had the Devil Inside first, which, funnily enough, has the same BPM as Dark Lords. Which isn't even a vocal track, mind you. So, let's go. Oh, definitely blew myself in this one. Which match is the Devil Inside? That's Dante versus Clive. The one just before Ash vs. Hughie. Non-7 rep. Honestly, when I heard Tori was doing an episode, I was fully expecting Shoals vs. Lightning. Like, flat out, I was expecting Shoals vs. Lightning. But hey, I was not disappointed. I liked the set. I liked Dante vs. Clive before it got announced. Which I think I said in my first episode of Vagina Rankings that I liked that matchup. Oh my god, that was fast! No need of character. It is a 10 out of 10 episode, as someone who primarily knows Dante. Ah, definitely not that game. That too, I would have been down with Shoals vs. Lightning, but I'm not disappointed with Dante vs. Clive. Go, Lion Pong, Lily Fame. Oh. Wait, Ren Star? He really has one Game Pass? Oh, sick. Dude. I don't really mind that Dante lost. I mean, sure, it made my winning count go to the negatives, which my reaction made me crash out over a lot. God, that reaction was so goddamn deep, but, I didn't mind it. He lost in a way that I anticipated, so I don't really mind it as much as I was... Oh. Oh, my Jesus. Is Will Turbine here? Actually, I don't think it is. Just like, when deciding what songs go in here, I needed, like, what songs I think I would flow well with. Like, both in the game and, like, in general. I think Pro Return I would have been decent, I just couldn't close it in the game well enough for me to play it well. You know, like a flow state. Mostly because of all the, like, you know, like, moments in the song that would have been funny. Or use comedy! The fight was good, the song was good, I just don't think it suits this game. That's the, simple thing. Alright, we got the current... I think there's, like, one more song someone said? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, Mighty. We could do Mighty, actually. Give me a sec. What BPM was Mighty on again? 255. Yeah, sure. Damn it, that's too late. Still too early, rather.
Missed me.
Oh, my win against my guy from Naruto. I think the original idea was for him to fight Captain Falcon back in Season 6, but they changed that because of Warner Brothers. Although between you and me, I prefer both matchups that we got over Captain Falcon versus All Might. Mostly because I don't get it. Like all those first. These. That was correct. Yeah, Naruto's scaling does generally outscale, my hero, so, oh my god, So we're picking, oh my god damn it. My guy to win was a good idea. I'm unlucky. No. Yeah, I prefer Johnny Cage to Falcon over, All Might. I don't fully agree with how Warner Bros. Did it because they basically just went, yo, put a MF in this and it'll be peak now. But, I do think that the matchup they went with is better than, the one that they were planning to use. Not hit me! Come on! Yep! Alright. Alright. I think that's all the songs crossed out of that list. But yeah, there's a Lego Rayquaza set rumor? Oh, that would be pretty sick. Yo, this is still gonna highlight the stream. Yeah. Game over is gonna be fun on this, but obviously we need patience. I'm trying to think of like what songs do I know that actually go to the beat. How about Hollow Dreams? Alright. Hollow Dreams, let's go. Virginia. I mean, that's a choice, I guess. Like, ah, my god, I hate that show back. I'm so fast. I'm gonna predict it. Because in this one, Madara versus Aizen. Whoa. Taking. Fair enough, I'm gonna say. That sounded mean. have no idea what I was thinking. I was too busy staying in the zone. I'm gonna sim because of the verdict. Oh. Go, my home with him. Yes, it's the verdict. Yeah, I'm not surprised. No one likes it. The third episode is very... It's something, alright. Opens a very big can of worms that I'm not very qualified to open now. Probably not. I didn't add many instrumental tracks. I know Dark Chords I added. I don't know what else. I don't remember what other instrumentals I added. I know very little songs of Hero instrumental. Okay, so I'm set up here over now, but we're still got some seconds left. You know, those are 4 points! Woohoo! Yeah. Whoop whoop! 56,346. That's a good point list. As you can tell, this game very much so gets the adrenaline pumping. It is an absolute must recommend from me. I like this game a lot. I'm playing the demo, which also has this feature. So if you can, if you have Steam, I'd 100% get it and try your own songs. I might stream this. This sounds like a different outro, but we have like a few hours left. I might do other streams on this. I might do commission tracks from Beowulf and Brandon. I have considered doing some VTuber tracks, considering I am a bit of a VTuber nerd. And obviously I'm a nerdcore kind of guy, so we might do a bit of that. But yeah, and since I'm testing, and since I'm hearing some Fireborns, let's go. I'm the Dovahkiin, baby! No, I'm not. I barely played Skyrim. Calling me a LARPer. Actually, don't. I've never said I could play Skyrim. I played Skyrim like once on the Xbox. This goes over to spawn up. No, Valtell Angels. Completely different song, my friend. This is Dovahkiin vs. Chosen Undead from Dark Souls. You don't need to show back. Be on with meds. I'm not paying my taxes. That's what I get. Pay your taxes, everyone. Yeah, you can tell this is definitely not like the guy from Spawn because Ghost Rider vs. Launch track was like a lot like rock based. From what I've heard, Elder Scrolls lore is stupid. I don't know if it's like actually stupid, I just know it's like stupid in a way. And I am in no way qualified to talk about it because I'm not that good at it. Also, obviously I'm not good at combat games. I got lucky, I didn't even kill me. Regular acapella version. I low-key prefer I prefer this version. Remember currently acapella? Oh, bloody hell, this. The acapella version's like a bit of a downgrade. But that's if I remember correctly, it would be just versions. I mean, what did you really expect to happen when it came to draft to, like, Dovahkiin? And even then, from what I remember, it ties in with Dark Souls lore because, if Dovahkiin did extinguish that fire, the chosen undead would have just kept respawning. And again, this is the chosen, this is like Dragon Ball we're talking about. His like most iconic move is that scream. The Bushiroad Daw is literally like the move in the Elder Scrolls. It's one of the best fantasy fights in the series. That is true. That is true. I really enjoyed that episode. I enjoyed both episodes a lot. Certified Pro moment. I mean, to be fair, I'll take it over some of the other depths ideas, like extinguishing the fire to make sure Chosen Undead doesn't respawn, whilst also indirectly screwing over the world of Dark Souls is. It's a unique angle. Now, since we mentioned it, I do have it. Where is it? There you are. This is the Ghost Rider for the Spawn track. There. Welcome to hell, it's just having a random front card. That's all I'm gonna do it. Looking. See, the big reason that Ghost Rider lost is that he just couldn't kill Spawn from another where it's like cool moves and that. Plus, he just resisted the penance there. And not in a stupid way, like Marvel Comics themselves have been doing by giving Ghost Rider what's basically the Flash. I think that would just be like a way of like hating his character lose. He literally is literally everything. If you want a character who seems, if you want like a writer who seems more like a Marvel hater, Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis is like he's the guy who made the Boys comics. And dear God, his Marvel comics. I'm not sure how good his Marvel comics are. He made a few good ones, a few bad ones. I mean, you know, same reverse. But the Boys comics were like actually awful. I don't think there's a way you can spin it, no matter what season you're talking about. Any season the Boys over any of the comics. Good way to yeah, that is what is good about the death. It's Ghost Rider's move being used basically against him. Which is what really made the death stand out compared to others in that season. Alright! We've made the 1 hour mark. 1 hour to go. And then I'll have to set up for the thing. I have a few ideas of songs I want to do before I get to game over. This will cover glass with this. Yeah, that's what I meant earlier by saying that Ghost Rider sells on the Flash syndrome. They basically have to nerf the Penance Stare down. Otherwise, it would just be a literal Deus Ex Machina instant win code. That's basically what Flash syndrome is. How about the Among Us with Small Guys track? Sussy Beans? I don't think that's on here. Yeah, as I said earlier, first of all, that did remind me of something. Thank you. But second of all, I don't think that was on here because of the same reason that Forever Terror Night isn't on here, which is that the song doesn't translate well to this game. Oh, so really quick, I'm gonna go see if I can change the background. There are a few backgrounds we could use. We have Disco Floor, Bubble Pop, Astral Waters, which is one I've been using this whole time, Sub-City Crypt, and a green screen that you can just plop yourself on when you're done with the gameplay. But that's only for editing, so we won't be doing that. My Demons of Bay. Called Among Us can finally rest in peace. Fair enough. Right, I might do a few on the Disco Floor, and then we might go back to Astral Waters, maybe Sub-City Crypt. But yeah, I have a few ideas what to do next. I think after we do Death in Bloom, we'll do Spiral Invasion, Soul Outsider, and then Strongest Alive. But first, let's do Death in Bloom. I think Death in Bloom is one of the lower BPM tracks. Yeah, 180. Let's go. This one's gonna be Pocket? Yeah, that's the one. I didn't miss the best way. Sure were. Heh. Uh-oh. Yeah, true. And I kept whipping my combos. I have no idea what the plan was there, but it worked. Then again, I wouldn't like ever know what I'm doing. Also, this is the original version, this isn't the Adagio version. Simply because I just don't like the Adagio version as much. Yes, I do think the piano kind of takes a little bit. I'm surprised that missed. Also the one that most with the step out. Yeah. Also, it was the original idea I had for like episode 200, but then they made it Ash Yugi, but then Ash Yugi was like, oh yeah, we can't make this episode 200 with all the stuff we have to make for it. And then this became episode 200 instead. Honestly, it's such a good episode 200 choice. Simply to show how far the show's gone since it began in I want to say 2010? Yeah, I'd honestly say that this was like the bare episode regardless of Ash versus Yugi being the number one. It was just a better option. Alright! That was epic! Okay, let's make sure how much time we have left until I have to T-pose. I know those are back with Boba Fett vs. Samus Aran. That is true, that was the first one. That was... Yeah, it really is shocking how far they've come. They literally ditched the health bar thing that happened in Samus vs. Aran. After the second episode, which was, I think, Shang Tsung vs. Akuma? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I have no idea. I actually haven't checked in a while. Yeah, it was. Okay, thank God. My memory wasn't screwing with me. It was that. Let's hear it. Alright, before we do this, I'm gonna go quickly remove this ping off my computer. I am very ping focused. When I see a ping on my PC, I have to get rid of it. That's pretty much what I had to do. Alright, so next up was Soul Outsider and then Strongest Alive. Alright. The first track of Death Battle 2026. Believe it. Yeah, wrong series, Coco. Wrong series. Don't make the big free nerds get my chat. I'd rather not be bullied. Not a bad starring episode, I will say. I liked it. Never gets outshined by at least half the season, but it's still really good. I whip. Where are we? I mean, dude, I didn't mind if he lost again, like, in general, but yeah, Yusuke just did not stand a chance. Like, even when looking into the matchup as someone who knows not, like, I'll fully admit, I don't like Bleach. I don't like the anime Bleach, or the manga. I don't like Bleach at all. I just don't like its writing, and I don't think it's that funny. But, yeah, even looking into it, Yusuke did not stand a chance. I hate how fast that short attack is. Another Strongest Alive. Yeah. It's not a good episode, but Strongest Alive is like easily the best part about Deku vs. Asta. That is not even close. Ow. Hulk vs. Godzilla is Madness of the Monster. I keep misunderstanding that. Oh, Madness of the Monster isn't even a vocal track. Let me just quickly get a... Let's see if this jogs some memories before we begin. Also, yes, this is the rematch for first. Strongest Alive is, well, first of all, something taken by Deku vs. Asta, but second of all, definitely not the best track name for vs. Godzilla. Meltdown would have been my favorite. You know, Nuclear Meltdown, that would have been sick. But enough about that, let us commence forth and beat the dead. That's a loud drone. Damn it, don't kill it. We're going to this one. Deku vs. Asta. Penultimate of Season 9. So this wouldn't happen before Dragon Dance. I swear that was first episode of My Hero Academia? Okay. I think we'll have a few people contesting for that because I've seen people say the worst My Hero episode was Zuko vs. Todoroki, but in my opinion, I agree. That's easily the worst My Hero episode. I wouldn't even call Zuko vs. Todoroki the second worst. I actually like that episode. I was just got Bakugo vs. Reze, boring as hell. Like, Bakugo vs. Reze was, like, genuinely the most lukewarm, neon sign punch in the face 5 out of 10 episode that you'll find. No, oftentimes even just 4 out of 10. That episode was just so boring to me. That actually would be a pretty good list idea of all the My Hero Academia episodes. I might do that after, Season 26 wraps up. I got lucky to get in. God, that was some smooth gameplay, mate. Apologies for the self-glaze, but oh my days, I'm proud of myself. No, the burden wasn't a problem with the episode. The burden wasn't a problem. Not even close. The burden was arguably the best thing about it because there was no way in hell Deku had a chance. Even if you use, like, endgame manga, which even then, the manga wasn't finished by the time the episode dropped. The problem with it was its characterization. Also, I think there was also the fact that it withheld stuff that was actually happening in the manga. You know, like how, Tanjiro's analysis was. Speaking of which, can we please get another, Demon Slayer episode? I would kill for an episode with Inosuke. That would be good as hell. I don't know who to go against. Preferably not Raphael, I don't like that matchup. Well, Deku fans heavily disagree with the verdict. Honestly, if I don't think you should take opinions from outside information sources like the My Hero Academia fandom, unless they're also connected to persons. Fully, like, if you want an example, Yuji vs. Denji dropped, and you could say what you want about, like, who wins, it is a debatable matchup, but yeah, the Yuji fans are not being the best about it. We'll probably get Muzan first. That is what annoys me so much, because if there's one thing I don't like about Demon Slayer, it's Muzan. I really do not like Muzan. He is so bad as a villain, dude. But yeah. If Death Battle were to bring in another Demon Slayer character, unless they redo Tanjiro, which I really doubt they do, that's not gonna be it. It's Wolf 1 versus Manga Giovanni. Oh yeah, that got pitched. I know Giovanni versus All For One got pitched, because I think that was during the first website batch when I also did my pitch. The Dark Lords. I think that's like one of the few, few instrumentals, because I write into help here. I know it's the same BPM as Devil Inside, so yeah, let's do Dark Lords. Let's do an instrumental track. Since it'll be a lot more unique since we have a backing track now. Whoa! So what's this matchup? Dracula versus Ganondorf. Specifically Castlevania Dracula. Not like regular Dracula. You know what I mean? I hate that shit, man. This might be a hot take of mine, but I wasn't that big on the episode. Like, I rewatched it like I want to say like a few weeks ago now, but the fight animation outside of like a few cool shots of the Dracula himself wasn't that interesting. I mean, people are happy you have a better episode than Ganondorf versus Bowser. That way it's okay to swallow leech. True! I was in that castle, name drop me. Go find it, don't God for real. I was so unserious for a second, my bad, gang. Whoa! Bang, 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 bang. Chaos. Definitely! Oh, feel about beast. God, I forget how long this track is. I honestly really underestimate how long that track is. It feels a bit like a 3.5-minute track as opposed to, like, as you can see, like 4.25 minutes. There we go. Yeah, we got it done in the end. That's all that matters. Honestly, let's go for Thunder Shroud. Just to see how, like, the biggest highs can go. Getting close to game over. That's true! Game over is getting closer by the day. Was this match Blade Ackerman? No, not Blade Ackerman. Megasa Ackerman versus Blade Belladonna. Season 8. Also Banger Track. Oh no. Kind of boring for me. Yeah, the episode isn't the best, but I feel it as okay. I don't feel it as good, I don't feel it as bad. Yeah, fair. Again, I don't feel it as good or bad, I just feel it as okay. its track was easily the best part, outside the whole, you know, full-time character. Woohoo! DMs. Alright, give me a second. Whoa. Oh my god. Sorry, that missed. Ah, so close to doing full damage, but no. Hey, we did what? Ah, I got hit by the same enemy twice! Ah, he missed me this time. Can I use another Misa? No, you're thinking of Misaka from Star Magical Index. Misaka Mikoto. Oh, that's another instrumental I have. Alright, Frost, what the fuck did you get me? Alright, we're gonna go... I'm actually going to Sub-City Crypt. Just see what it looks like. How long have we... Okay, we're nearly at the, okay, about half an hour, so... I want to say that's like 3 or 4 more songs, and then I'll wrap it up for the day. I probably would have done more, but, we have a time limit, because the, state of... Not state of play, the state of play was yesterday. I think. What was it called? Summer Games Pass, something else. Stupid. I forgot they used Killua. Fair enough, fair enough. There's been a lot of episodes since. Fallen Gods. That's a good choice, actually. Where is... Oh, wait, F. So... This one is purposely lower to, suit the BPM. I mean, 200 isn't that low, but compared to what other BPMs I have on this game, it's low. What was this match? Apocalypse versus Black Adam. It was one of the Marvel vs. DCs that year. Season 9. Oh my god. Look at the BPM on this goes hard. It's so on rhythm. That's how you want to remember it. I mean, if it helps you remember it, it helps you remember it. What can I say? I'm not one to judge. Bow, bow. Yeah, I've heard mixed feelings about the verdict. I did not need to do all that. Nope. That look at the game over for sure. I mean, yeah, I said he was saving game over for last. It's my favorite song and all. It's just that it's not the last one yet. Simple as. But when we get to the last one, trust me, that will be when we get to the true peak. But until then, what to wait. But first, I know some people have... I'm pretty sure I've seen someone ask about if God's Time was on the playlist. So, if someone asks that it's on the playlist, we'll play it. Goats vs. Dimitri. Oh my god, this episode was so good. Yep. Goats vs. Dimitri. Yeah, I love Goats vs. Dimitri, both as a matchup and as an episode. I think they wanted to do Claire over Dimitri, but they just couldn't find a good Claire model. I wouldn't be mad if they did Guts again, honestly. Although we definitely could have. I think the biggest problem with Griff is that we haven't seen what he could do as an episode. Even though Griffith vs. Rio is a good matchup. Woo! Let's kill. I mean, yeah, Guts did win his last death battle, also did give us one of the funniest memes, even though I'm pretty sure they used that line more so as a joke. But, even then, I don't agree with the scaling that Dimitri got, because he got it from Rhea surviving the nukes, even though in one of the other routes, Verdant Wind, it's shown that she didn't survive the nukes. But at the same time, yeah, Dimitri does win the episode. Or, he does win the matchup, it's just, his series just scales higher. Okay, I'm getting bodied. I'm getting beat in the retweets. Shut up, I'm not overplaying them. Ah! I'm getting beat in the retweets! Help! Oh no! They're figuring me out! They know I can't, like, they know I'm close if I don't keep reading chat! Yes. I'm surprised I got a 5-star from that. I didn't do that. I couldn't do it at the end. The Fire Emblem episodes are great for Fire Emblem to watch. I love it. That's honestly really funny, considering I'm pretty sure Fire Emblem fans are the people who actually take issue with the verdict that Dimitri won. Because if I remember correctly, when the episode was coming out and Fire Emblem fans were discussing the matchup, obviously I don't think they have, like, versus, like, knowledge, you know, like, stats, calcs, you know, stuff like that. So they were going into it thinking that Dimitri was going to get absolutely washed. And I don't recall, like, how they took it, but I know that before going into it, a lot of people didn't think Dimitri was going to win, but I don't know if they changed their mind after the episode. I wouldn't know, though, because I don't really keep in touch with I don't look into anything related to Reddit. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't look into Reddit whatsoever. Okay, I don't know more about Reddit. I do occasionally go on Reddit if I really, like, for, like, a few seconds to get my dailies. But besides, I don't really look into it. He Ben's a Fire Emblem fan too. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. If they do another Fire Emblem matchup, I do want them to do another game from it that isn't Three Houses or like the or at least bare minimum not like the Foden lineup, because I know there's gonna be a new Fire Emblem game that takes place somewhere in the Foden timeline. Prequel or sequel, we don't know yet, but I know the new Fire Emblem was gonna be like that. Because those games to play meme on deck all demand. That too. I love the Celgius versus Nightmare. There's a lot of matchups you can do with that series, given its large scope. I do have to beg that they do Lucina versus Siri, even though I know for a fact they're going to do Lucina versus Mystery Dungeon Profile. Even though I don't really like that matchup at all, I just think it's really lame. But, it is what it is. Okay, we got a few more minutes. I think my next one's going to be... person to like Tyler's age bar. One, you are far from the only person, because I'm pretty sure that's one of her bigger matchups. Two, no, even in the chat, you're not the only one. I'm a fan of that matchup too. Oh, so this is going to be Seaman 3. Yep, that's the one. Not that fragile. Yeah, I honestly think that this, like, really is the first one outside of nostalgia. Luckily for me, I'm not clouded by nostalgia, because guess what? I didn't really religiously watch this show until season 9. So, that doesn't really have anything to do with it. Oh, you can go, get out of here. Oh yeah, this 3 master version, so it includes the, this scene. Batman lost 4. No, Batman lost 3. I wasn't paying attention! Batman lost 3. He won Captain America. He didn't win the legal battle because that episode doesn't even exist on YouTube. But he lost 3. Well, yeah, she beat Cap. Yeah, no, fair enough. Don't forget that episode exists. No, Goku's technically lost 5 times. Not even 3, he's lost 5 times. There's obviously the fact that he lost to Superman 3 times. Oh wait, we're getting to the best part of the song, I need to lock in. And then, I'll explain what I mean. The remaster version includes this bar going at me. Ow. I forget how annoying this enemy is sometimes. I still prefer to fight him with the shield enemy though. No cap, oh god. I do not like that shit enemy. Now we have long, uncomfortable silence for 10 seconds. Alright, there we go. Now, to quickly elaborate on the other losses, there's the 3 times he lost against Superman. He technically lost to Reverse Flash because Goku Black is Goku, just with Zamasu in his body. And while he technically won in this match, he also technically lost as well, because Gogeta versus Vegeta had at least Goku and Vegeta lose once. Do I know which fusion won? No. That's entirely because I know nothing about Dragon Ball. And I can't care to tell which fusion's which. I think I might have offended at least a few Dragon Ball fans in my fandom, but my bad gang, my bad gang. I'm a power scaler. I'm not a Dragon Ball fan. Where's Vegito? Vegeta won. Okay. Vegeta or another Goku. Vegeta. No, Goku with the help of Vegeta can beat Goku and Vegeta. The math does not math, do not ask. And it's possible it could be a 6 as well, depending on how they scale Sonic. But at the same time, I don't trust them to scale Sonic. Okay, on we go. Oh, this has Hell's Angels. I did Hell's Angels earlier, actually. But yes, it does have Hell's Angels. Give me a sec. Wait. Did I do Hell's Angels earlier? Oh, wait, yeah, I did. We did a song. I think we did Fireborn, and then we did Hell's Angels. I had to quickly remind myself. Goku and Vegeta should have won. No. Goku and Vegeta should have won. Nah. Goku and Vegeta clearly beat Goku and Vegeta. Okay. I always love debates that come like that. Where, like, as much as I don't like characters with same name debates, you know, like Father versus Bobber or Adam versus Adam. Mainly naming those two. Those, like, memes that you can make from it with, like, oh, Adam should win. Nah, Adam should win. That is S-tier comedy. Please, I hope they don't. Sonic vs. Goku. See, I like Sonic vs. Goku as a matchup, but at the same time, if it happens in, like, any versus show, keep me off of social media. I am not ready to see them all out. Oh, that would be absolute hell. Now, there will be... I think I'm going to do 3 more. Because including Banter, it could be... 15 minutes. People will be toxic. It would. That's the biggest problem with it. But at the same time, waiting periods aren't toxic nowadays, given how Death Battle fans are. They'll probably Archie they use. If they do Archie Sonic, they'll probably just do Archie Sonic versus Captain Corp Goku. I'd honestly take that over Comp Goku versus Comp Ryu. That matchup is super boring. No pun intended for Dragon Ball Super. Chaos Unraveling. Oh, Chaos Unraveled. Honestly, I was gonna Diabolical Invisible Me, but sure. This song's a banger, so I'm not against doing it. Nope. This is such a good matchup. He had a good matchup. His name's Shin Kazama. Yes, this is also Shadow versus Ryuko. Everyone's kind of Ryuko edgy. I mean, I could see that being the case for Ryuko, but at the same time, that does match Shadow. It's also extremely funny that out of all of Shadow's episodes on the show, this somehow is the best. It should have been Mewtwo, but no, they made that into a Spine episode. Thanks, Deathball. Yeah, that episode could have been so much more for the matchup that it uses. God, that matchup got wasted back in Season 4. Well, yeah, lots of Shadow songs for this. Although, I will be real, I do think Shadow vs. Mewtwo should have beat Master Chief vs. Doomslayer in the Champions Bowl. Even as someone who fully admits that the episode was good, the sequel to, well, the sequel to, like, the rematch of Doom Guy vs. Master Chief. I like that episode, but, I do think that we could have gone, Shadow vs. Mewtwo over it. Alright, damn it! Means to return, Scorpion has a good matchup with Wolf. That is true. I don't think that was on the poll, but that is true. Scorpion does have a good matchup. What do you think? I don't actually know who Argos is. I think I don't really keep in touch with Miraculous Ladybug. Alright. We're nearing the final stretch. Next up, our second to last song of the stream. Spiral of Emotion. The highest BPM. Now you can see how fast this game can really get. I'll say what I want about the verdict of this episode. I don't agree with it at all. I do think Simone won off a No Limit fallacy. But, God, this song is peak! Damn it! I'm getting slow! Well, is this for me? This is Simone versus Kyle. Simone the Digger versus Kyle Rayner. No heaven or space can stop my drill. No low limit policy can stop my drill. Even this song is hilarious. Yes, there. Those songs are big. I mean, again, I don't agree with the burden of this episode at all, but that won't stop me from saying that this goddamn song is peak fiction. Okay, that was ridiculously indeed. Ah, fuck. I thought I dodged it. I'm supposed to dodge fast. Bam, 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 bam. Ow. Hang on. I can check after this song to try this on a Lego game. It's not too late. Ow! I didn't even know that one. Alright, let me quickly look to see if Superboy Prime was in a Lego game. He has not. That's low-key kinda lame. I actually am interested in Superboy Prime's character. Would I have preferred another matchup for him? Yes, I definitely would have preferred, Gwenpool for Superboy Prime over Sentry, since I don't really have any interest in Sentry, but hey, I'll take a Superboy Prime episode. I'll get what I can get. Behold the king. Long live the king. Welcome back to more episodes I don't agree with the verdict of. Oh, he was? In Lego game? No. When I looked into he wasn't. There is, I think Superboy's in it, but not Superboy Prime. Which is a very different character. Still raging across the battlefield. honestly, yeah, you'll have very few people disagreeing with that. There will be a few, though. Trust me when I say a few. I mean, then again, this is the internet. I don't think it's so surprising. Got him. That is such a good. That line is perfect. I touched upon that in my review. That's still one of my favorite reviews on the channel. That Sal's Egg one went into detail. Actually had me take a stance on something that wasn't just the episode. Someone's cat cave out. Ah, yes. The straight old, the good old Metal Sonic's cat cave have more than carrying. Oh. Let's go. So long, Doctor. Woo! We did it, gang. That was the final song. It was I, DJ Master EFATuber. Now, obviously, this is where I'm gonna be glazing the game again. This game, if you want a good rhythm game, this is the game. This is a really, when you get the right BPM, which is like really mandatory for the songs, you will get the best gameplay. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. When the gameplay and the BPM match in sync, you will get an adrenaline rush. That's the exact reason I was locked in for so many moments in that game, outside of obviously. Everybody gonna say man in the right call. It's debatable. I have Sonic winning. No, I do have Sonic winning more in terms of the force. In most cases, if a Mario character went against a Sonic character, Bowser included, I would give the win to the Sonic character. Granted, there are exceptions to this, like Tails versus Luigi. I don't think that's a Tails win, because Luigi does have better arguments in terms of like stats. But in more situations than not, I would be giving the win to the Sonic character. Like, I have Sonic beating Mario, Eggman beating Bowser, and more, but, yeah. But, yeah, that was Dead as Disco with Death Battle songs. We couldn't go through all of them because, again, time limits and all. But, if you enjoyed it, then I would recommend getting this game out. There is a demo on Steam, as well as early access. I don't have early access, but this game was a lot of fun. Black Mask. I'm pretty sure that was Frieza. Wait, no. No, Bowser just punished it to a question mark one. There was no Black Mask involved. But, yeah, that's besides the point. I'm gonna head off the game. Now the game's no longer on my screen. Oh no, I'm in the void again. But, yeah, obviously, again, that will be it for today's stream. I'm glad you all could join me in this session, and, I might be posting something about it on Twitter, depending on commission tracks or VTuber songs. My Twitter is, I'm pretty sure using it a few times, linked by I think it was Automod or Nightbot. It wasn't straight. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Sai. Thank you, Friday. Thank you, C. Thank you, Frost. Thank you to everyone who joined. In the void again. What did you do to Century? I didn't even consider that being a Century reference. I angered Century. My bad, gang. My bad, gang. I'll have to go make. I'll make it up with him. I'll make it up with him. But until then, I'll see you all next time. I will say I don't think there'll be a stream next week because I will be busy elsewhere. I won't even be at my house. However, the best song was definitely Game Over by far. Definitely. But yeah, as I said, there will not be a stream next week. I will be out. I will be back on another day. But, I don't think I'll be streaming until the week after. So, until then, there won't be any more streams. I might stream tomorrow on Saturday. That way Twitch remembers I exist. But, outside of that, there will be no streams next week. That's all I wanted to say before I end the stream today. And I'd like to thank you all for joining. But I have to go set up with the game for the Summer Games Fest. And I'll see you all in a few weeks. Or maybe when I get a video out. Alright, yeah, that's about it, really. Alright, see you later. Bye-bye. The voice taking me again. Help. The voice taking me.